All right, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy B-Phil, back again. You already know what we about to do. We about to learn something new. So let's jump right into it. What is Langchain? So Langchain, and let's take it from the horse's mouth. We're gonna go directly to their website and we're gonna see what they term themselves as. So here we can see this is what Langchain is. Applications that can reason powered by Langchain. And so what we're trying to build here is applications. And that's important to know because I think oftentimes we think these large language models, which are a subset of deep learning, which are a subset of machine learning, which are a subset of AI. So this is how it typically looks, right? You have boxes within boxes within boxes, right? So boxception. So you have the outside, which is AI, artificial intelligence. Then you have inside of that, which is ML. And inside of this, we have DL or deep learning. And LLMs live inside of here, right? So what we're saying is inside of this overall space, we have these LLMs. And what can these LLMs do? Well, they can understand language. And more recently, we have multimodal where we take some particular image, we turn it into some type of numerical values that computers can understand, and then we spit out some type of natural language on the end or just words, right? So what we're saying is we have this subset that we're trying to integrate into applications. So the idea here is that you have some application, right? So let's just say we have some application, let's say bphil.tech, right? Some website. And on this website, we do some particular things. Maybe we have user information, we have some input fields. So let's say name field, Brandon, right? Phillips. Then you put in your email or something, right? Whatever it is. Email. And then inside this application, we might have, we're just thinking of a web app here. We have multiple screens. And maybe after we put all this information in, we have some account. Now, I'm being super meta here, but I really want you to understand that when we're talking about applications, we can talk about mobile apps, we can talk about web apps, we can talk about anything that you interact with that is an app. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something with this information. So maybe we have an LLM, right? So let's go ahead and just get a robot because go ahead and get us some transformers here. And so whatever we're doing, we'll say this is our LLM. We're going to go ahead and potentially send some information to this LLM to do something with, right? Now, typically what people have seen sites like Amazon.com or like recommender systems. And those aren't necessarily LLMs under the hood. They're more machine learning models overall that attempt to identify particular trends in your buying patterns. And then they recommend things to you. You can do similar things here, right? Maybe I want to send it my information and I want it to categorize me as a particular type of customer. So I send in my information, categorize customer. Oops. Right. So, and this LLM might spit out something like the world's greatest, right? So the target, I can't spell today, customer, right? And it might spit out something like that. And this is what it means to integrate LLMs into your application. Now, where does Langchain come in? Now, you have your application and you have all this code, right? Def, do stuff, right? Then you have more code, and you have more code, right? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to eliminate a lot of this code in favor of using something like Langchain. So we'll go ahead and go here and we'll say, this is Langchain. So Langchain is this box that effectively you can eliminate that code and think of the code as, okay, well, we have Anthropic, or we have OpenAI, or we have something like Fireworks AI. Any of these API providers, AWS, Bedrock, you name it, it's out there. Well, Langchain is going to give you this interface where you can go ahead, instead of typing out all of the boilerplate code for that particular package, you bring in Langchain and you say LLM equals, let's say, some type of model, LLM model provider. And then you probably specify the model in here somewhere, right? And so it's going to allow you to be able to easily integrate any of these models, whether it be, let's just go ahead and list them out here so we're verbose, right? We have Anthropic, Claude, right? We have OpenAI, right? We have local models, Olama. And what Langchain is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to switch these in and out really quickly without having to implement the code for these providers by themselves. So you effectively have this universal interface. And so now you have Langchain, and let's think of this in your overall application. So let's expand our application here because this is going to be included. And instead of this LLM here, right, we go ahead and do this. And let's go ahead, group these together. And instead of that, right, just some arbitrary LLM, we're going to pass all of this through Langchain. And then this is going to give us some output. Now, hopefully this sloppy diagram has really gotten across the point that Langchain really is something that is going to allow you to minimize the code that you've already written to use these multiple providers. Now, why would you want to use multiple providers? Well, there's these edge cases where you may have one provider go down, or you have different types of output you're looking for. Maybe you want to swap something in and out really quickly based on rate limiting or failure rates. There's a lot of different reasons why you would end up doing this inside of your system, because of reliability, right? Because of scale. But whatever it is, Langchain is going to allow you to implement these particular LLMs rather quickly and in a lot less lines of code than you would if you implemented it all yourself. So with that being said, there are trade-offs, there are drawbacks. And I'd say the major trade-off here is that you do have this big box, right? You have this box where you may not understand inherently everything that's going on into it. And that's what I hope to help you learn as we go through these tutorials about getting started with Langchain. So hopefully you understand now the beginning of what Langchain actually is and what it hopes to achieve. And I'll see you in the next one. It's your boy Beefy. I'm out. Peace.